Hi crafters, this is Crafty Sabby and I'm back today to do another tutorial on these little flip outs that I showed you in some of my journals that open up like this, and then inside are lots of extra pages for writing or journaling. And so I got lots of requests for a tutorial on how I did that. And so I'm going to go ahead and show that to you today. Really what you need for this project is a card and envelope. You don't have to specifically go and get card and envelopes. You could make a card out of, cardstock. This one's got some coffee on it. And you can go ahead and make envelopes on your envelope punch board, which would also be good because you wouldn't have to worry about taking anything apart. But I had these and they're rather old. So so those are like stark white. Once I coffee stained the envelope, the glue very easily came unstuck. So that's what I have. And that's kind of what you want. You at least want these two flaps here to be open for this project. You're not going to worry about so much about these because this is all going to get covered up, but you want these two flaps for sure to be unstuck, okay? And if you make, like I said, if you make them on your envelope punch board, then you don't have to worry at all because nothing is glued down, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So, I can tell you what size these are. You could do this with any size envelope and card that you have, but for the sake of the video, this is 5 by 3 3/4, this particular size, okay? Then what you're gonna do is, once you have, so this is the side that normally has the glue, and then that's the bottom. Right? So those are the sides that you want to be unglued. You want to lay them flat like this. That center bit there, if you want to put a little bit of glue, if it's come unstuck or unglued, then just put something in there so that it stays down, and then really that's all you have to do. So I coffee stained all of this stuff. You don't have to do that. For my journals, that's what I wanted it to look like. So that's the envelope. Then there's the card. So I coffee stained that. And then you're going to need pages. So this is like scrap paper that I had. And so, I don't know, you could put as many as you want in there. I don't know how many I have here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 9, 10, let's see, 10 maybe. So it makes a nice book, so there's lots and lots of room for journaling in there, okay? And for the interest of time, I also went ahead and poked 3 holes into the pages, right through, all the way through all the pages, okay? One there, one in the center, and one towards the bottom, okay? At the same time, what you're going to want to do is on the left side of your envelope, so on this flap here, the left flap, you want to poke holes in the crease so that match exactly here, okay? Because we're gonna sew this in like a signature on this side, okay? And then I'll show you why this is all happening in a second. So let's get our needle and thread. And I'm just going to go through the center, and I'm going to leave a tail. And then once you've gone through all your pages, you want to go through that hole in the envelope, so the center hole, and pull your needle through. Taking care not to pull your tails out, okay? Keep a nice long tail there. Okay, so now that we've come out the back, we want to go back in the top. So you go through that hole there and go through all of your pages. And you'll pull through. Making sure not to pull those tails all the way out. And then from the top, you'll insert your needle back through the center hole and out through the back. Okay, just like that. Sorry, it's a little hard to see with this paper. Okay, so now you want to complete the stitch by taking your needle and putting it through the hole that you haven't been through yet at the bottom of your page, at the bottom of your book, through the spine and through all of the pages. And pull through. So I just want to make sure that everything is neat and tidy back there. And now, once again, it's hard to see, but it looks as though you've missed a stitch because there's no thread there. You have your tail and you have your end that you're sewing with, and you'll just cut that off, and we're just going to tie a knot to secure the ends and make sure that your signature does not come out. So you can go ahead and pull your thread just a little here, not too tight as to break it. I've had that happen before and then had to re-sew the whole thing. So I just use my nail to hold it down while I pull. And then I snip those, and that's it. Okay, so now we have our signature sewn in to that left flap of the envelope, okay? So I'm sorry, something happened to my camera while I was recording, so I was quite a ways in when I realized I wasn't recording. So this is gonna look a little strange to you now, okay? Anyways, on this part here, on the other side of the envelope, we have this bit here. So there's a couple things you can do. You can take a piece of decorative paper or whatever paper that you want and go ahead and glue that down to cover up what's under there. You could glue it straight down, or you could glue just across the edges here, and this could become another pocket if you would like. But what I chose to do is use this back cover because it's a little bit thicker, but I like to use it to cover up this bit of mess here. And the reason I have tape here is because my glue didn't want to come out while I was videoing, which I wasn't really doing anyways. Got some tape on there, and I'm just going to tape the flap down to that other side. Okay, so I'm just going to use this to glue down here, just to cover that up. And I think that just finishes off nice and neat. It's really all you need. Okay, so that's what we have so far. We still have our envelope, we have our signature sewn in, we have our back cover down, and we have our flap here. So now, we can just finish this off. I have these little itty bitty Velcro dots, which I really like to use on little projects like this. So I usually, I like to use these. So I'm going to use this again. I like to put the hook and loop part, I don't know if that's in focus or not, like the scratchy bit on the top flap, and like the softer bit here, just to avoid anybody getting scratched. And I will put it just under the tip of the flap here, and I'll push it down onto the signature here. So now you can open and close it easily and it stays down. On my other, so like on this one, I had done some stamping. You could do that too if you'd like, but that's decorating for after. I just want to show you sort of the things that you need before you do the fun part. So that's our Velcro down. And so we're going to pretend for a moment that this is our book, our journal that we're working on, okay? So this is the page that I want to attach my little element to here. Okay, so let's just say, for instance, this was our pages inside. You know, you're gonna have so many more, but just for the sake of time, you still have this flap here. So you just want to attach this flap to this piece of paper. Let me just, that probably isn't the piece of paper that I would use in my journal for this, but I'd probably want to use something a little bit more sturdy, like a thicker cardstock, maybe a decorative page, sort of out of a pad of paper or something, just because this little element is a little heavy. So I would just attach this to here, just like that. So you could use this to your advantage and decorate it, or you could take something else and cover it. You know, you could put a doily on this side or something. But it is there and it's a hinge, so we really don't have a choice. But so these would technically be your pages in your journal, let's just say, and then your element would be here. Okay, and that shuts closed. And that's it. Hope that helps a little bit, not too confusing. I'll show you again in the journal what it looks like. So this is my page here, and then this is my element. I just chose to put some fabric on this side, which would be this side here, the front. And then when you open it, you have the flap there, just like here. And this one has a Velcro as well. And the pages are inside. I glued the cover down just like I showed you there. Right, and that's this page here. So I hope that helps. I know a number of people were asking about it, so if there's anything confusing about it, or you don't understand something, or you just want me to go over, please feel free to leave me a comment down below and I will try to answer your questions. Well, I hope you like this little idea. It's great for, you know, lots of extra space for writing. It doesn't take up too much room. I think it's a different little surprise for inside your your journal. So that's it. So I hope you guys are well, and we will talk to you all real soon. Okay, take care. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.